After we implemented all three equipment business function, the ledger still needs a query function to search current equipment data and query history function to get all historical records. So that is where get query by key and query history by key function comes into play. So let us look into each function to see how we get the current state of an asset or the history of an asset. In the query by key, as we already know, chain code stub is implemented by Fabric shim library, and it provides get state, which you can see here, and get history for key methods or functions. So in our case, the query function is straightforward, which we just need to call this function to get the value. So you're going to feed the key as an input value to the get state function, and you are going to get the value which you need to convert from buffer to the JSON format, and you just return the JSON that you have received from that particular method, which is get state. So this is as simple as that. Now moving on to get history by key. So as usual, you will get a key as an input, and you are going to feed that key as a key to get history for key method, and you will get the output. So get history for key returns all historical transactions for that particular key across the time. So we have to iterate we have to iterate through these records to get all the history of that particular asset. So we can iterate through this record and convert it into JSON format, which you can see in this line, and then we are gonna push it to a particular array so that you can display that particular array into to the user. So you are gonna define an array over here, and you are gonna define an iterator which will gonna see whether you have the next element you have the next element or not. If it exists, then you are going to see if the value exists, then you are going to parse it and you are going to push it to that array. In the end, you are going to just display that particular result, which is an array which contains all the historical data of that particular asset. So this is how history function is written. So this is all for the smart contract function that we have to implement for our network. In the next section, we'll see how to compile and deploy this Fabric chain code that we have written. Thank you. See you in the next section.